What's up, guys? Jeremy from Achievement Hunter back for Act 3 Collectibles in Quantum Break. We are moving right along. This is going to push us over the halfway point, so let's just get it done. The first is going to be a Chronon Source. This is after you get your Time Rush ability, you're going to have to rush behind a machine gun turret and stop it from shooting you. Then come back and come up here to get your first Chronon Source for this level. The next thing is going to be your first narrative object, which is going to be next to this disassembled cannon. I guess, what do they call these? Like artillery thing. Come over here behind where it's going to assemble, and you can read about it right there. Riverport Coastal Defenses. You can read about the Battery 2014 and Gull Island, apparently. So there's your first narrative object. Now, you're going to have to rebuild this cannon, this artillery, blah, blah, blah. Just rebuild that. It's like an anti-air kind of thing. Then run up the scaffolding that it makes, climb onto this wall, and run your way all around this wall to grab your second Chronon Source hidden up here in a tree. So, whoop, you can just pick that up. Who knows what these Chronon Sources are? I mean, like, I think you can read about exactly what they are, but I don't know why they get put where they get put or what, you know, how they ended up there. Whatever. Run your way back up this thing after you build it, climb on top of it, and then quickly scoot across the whole cannon before it disassembles again. Before sneaking through that gate, you're going to turn left, run down here, and snag the third Chronon Source for this level. All the Chronon Sources, there's 8 in this level in total, so that's quite a bit. But Act 3 is pretty easy. There's only 2 levels. So the next is a narrative object, which is going to be in this guard booth as you head up to the next location. Just turn on the radio, and you are good to go right there. Now you have 2 more Chronon Sources to grab. Both are kind of in the same general area. The fourth one is going to be as you turn left, coming towards here, behind this Monarch helicopter, just chilling out on the back of the helipad. So come over here and grab that one. And then for your next one, you're going to be turning right when you come into the building. So see, I'm walking up past the guard booth and turning right. Then go down these stairs, and the Chronon Source is going to be right there below the radio antenna. And we'll pick that one up. We are already at 5 for this level. That's almost that's a 3rd tier upgrade almost. Now the next, what is it called? Narrative object. The next narrative object is really weird. It actually occurs right when you open this door right here. So you have to open this door to continue through the level. As soon as you do, the narrative object will unlock. And what it is going to be the video of the Monarch speech happening right now, which is either going to be Paul Serene or Martin Hatch, depending on what you chose at the previous junction. So for me, it was Paul Serene. That will unlock as soon as you open this door. Now for Quantum Ripple number 1, you have to walk in here and use this laptop. Just plug and play on that thing, and there you go. You stream the entire thing to the internet. And if you want to see how that affects the episode, you got to watch it. Once you hop out of the elevator and the time stutter happens, you're going to walk behind this guard that's shooting right at you and just open up this map of Monarch Solutions. So it shows you where everything is, and there you go. 4th narrative object found. On to the next Chronon Source. You're going to get through this door that's trying to cut you in half right there. You're going to freeze it and run through. That's the first time you see one of those destabilized time things during the stutters. Run your way up here, go into this office. See, that's kind of cool. Then run back out. That was me totally forgetting where to go. The Chronon Source is right here outside of the office. So grab that guy. You are already at 6 out of 8. Going right through Act 3-1. So this is the first time you encounter a time dampener, which is the thing that shuts off all of your powers. It's really annoying. Come in here and use this laptop. You can't even see it say narrative object unlocked because it's still telling me to get rid of this Chronon dampener, like turn it off, but that is where the 5th narrative object is. And the 6th one is also in this room. It's back closer to the entrance, and it's this whiteboard back here, the shifter presentation. So that's a whole thing about shifters and why they built the Chronon dampeners. Now, once you're walking a little further into the level, you'll see another one of these maps. That is not the next narrative object. This is a timeline of all of Monarch's, what do they call it? It says Monarch Technology Timeline. It's like all of its achievements, everything that's made. You can see down at the bottom, it's like the standardized Juggernaut suit and the Chronon dampener and all the stuff they're using against you right now. So it's kind of cool to read that and where it all fell. The next Chronon Source is going to be right down the hallway exactly next to where you just were. So run all the way down here, and the Chronon Source is at the very, very end of the hallway next to the sliding door. So grab that one. We are at 7 out of 8. Moving right along. On to narrative object number 8. So this room that I'm in right now, I'll show you this whiteboard right here. It's just after you fight a Juggernaut enemy, and then you have to get through one of these destabilized doors. So get through that. There's this whiteboard right here. I'm going to be using this whiteboard for reference quite a bit because there was a ton of stuff in here. You can see from my time vision how much stuff turned orange. So the first stuff I'm getting is on the top floor. I'm going to start with narrative object number 9. It is a email to Martin Hatch, or I think it's actually from Martin Hatch. You're going to grab that one, run into the next office, and this computer will give you narrative object number 10. There is a ton of computers up here, so make sure you don't miss any. Use your time vision a lot. It will highlight things in orange that you need, so just keep your eyes out. There's another email from Martin Hatch. This is going to be narrative object number 11. That guy sends a lot of emails. You can see my time vision logo on the right there. It kind of glows and like it's still up there, so it's letting me know that there are things that I need to get up here. So here is your next. This is actually an Intel object right over here. There's not a whole lot of difference between Intel objects and narrative objects. They're actually very similar. Grab this email. Next to me, that is a time belt kind of thing. If you pick that up, you actually get an achievement, so make sure you do that as well. I'll probably just make a video about that in the future. Grab your 13th narrative object right there. Yeah, there are 17 in this level in total. 14 is right next to it, so that's 4 collectibles alone in this room, as well as the thing that gives you the achievement. Then for 15, you're going to exit the room, run to your right, and grab this computer. That is the last one for this upstairs area. So there you go, the purpose of the gala. You can see it says 17 out of 17 for me because I thought I had all the ones upstairs, and it turns out I didn't. Now I'm back at the whiteboard. You're going to turn around, go downstairs. You're going to go all the way downstairs to the bottom floor. So this is not where you need to go to progress with the level. So make sure you get down here to get all of these nice, lovely computers and read all of the emails that people just refuse to put passwords for. Well, I guess they didn't have to put passwords for them because time is frozen right now. So, you know, there they are. They're standing right next to their computers. They have no idea what's going on. Go over to this mug. Check out Burke's contacts. Who's he working with? Blah, blah, blah. There you go. Mug. Second Intel object found. That is it for Intel objects. And then over here is going to be another narrative object. What's up, girl? That's the subject on that one. It's actually a reply to an email that said, what's up, girl? So now you're going to grab your last Chronon Source. Run your way through here. And I think this is going to close out Act 3, Part 1. Run. It is over here in these lockers. Right there, just hidden in the middle between 13 and 14. So walk forward, snag that one, and that is going to be it for Act 3, Part 1. Oh, there was a lot in there. Now, Act 3, Part 2. This is the last thing in Act 3 that has collectibles in it. The Junction has none, and I don't think that there is a Part 3. So first, come over here. You can read this guy's email where he is on some religious dating site. And Jack will say something along the lines of like, oh, come on, not at work, man, and stuff like that. So there are kind of funny narrative objects, you know, so keep your eyes out for those. You're going to grab that, which is your second one. Then you are going to head to the right and into this bottom room and go over to read the whiteboard. That will give you your third narrative object. Now, like I said before, when I'm finished reading this, you see it says 1 of 7, even though this is number 3. I got them out of order. The game says that you should do them in the order that I showed you, so that is how I presented them. Now, the Chronon Source is upstairs, so that's 4 just in the room that you start in Act 3, Part 2. So, boop, grab Chronon Source 1 of 8. There are, indeed, 8 Chronon Sources in this one as well, so you will be pretty close to fully upgraded by the end of Act 3, which is good because Act 4 and Act 5 get pretty difficult. You're going to grab your next Chronon Source as you just progress through the level. It's going to be on top of this bush as you get near the time glitched door, or whatever they call it, destabilized door. Now this is probably my favorite collectible in the entire game. This is Narrative Object 4 and the Quantum Ripple. It is this iPad thing that plays an audiobook, which is a dude reading like a Shakespearean play in a really intense voice, and he plays it over the enemy radio, and that will actually play during the episode that you watch, and it's really funny, so make sure you hit that one. Then go into here and grab the radio as you're leaving the parking garage, and then before you head out those stairs, go over here to this dolly, pop open your time vision, and grab this Chronon Source. There's your third one right there. Now, as you head up the stairs, there's going to be a time stutter, so you'll see everything's all blue now. Run up here and hook a left. The next Chronon Source is going to be right up by this gate. So again, you have no reason to really come up here other than to snag this collectible. Make sure to be mashing on that time vision thing while you're playing this entire game. It really just lets you know where you need to go. As you enter the party, you're going to turn right and go over to this pickup truck. Grab the first narrative object out of that. Swoon text message. I think it's someone just saying how much they love Paul Serene. I don't think that that will be there if you had Martin Hatch do the speech. So, I mean, I'm not sure what was there. You should play that way and tell me what it was. The next Chronon Source is on top of the podium right there. This is me like an idiot trying to find a way onto the stage before realizing I can just grab it from the ground. So I'm looking up. You just grab it off the podium. Bink. There you go. Chronon Source 5 of 8. Now you're going to talk to Beth Wilder. Pull her out of the time stutter. So there she is walking up the stairs. You're going to turn around and grab your first intel object from right there. It's just a little thing from Fiona. Kind of expanding on her helping you out and all that. So that's the only intel object for Act 3. Once you're done with that, there's a Chronon Source on the couch right next to it. And there you go. Grab that one. That is number 6 of 8. Almost done. We're getting really close to the end. We are moving on to what I think is the last narrative object for this level. So run your way up the stairs. Everybody's frozen, but still having a good time. They don't even know you're there. Come over here and open this up, and lo and behold, it is part 2 of Time Knife, which is that great screenplay written by Bruce Livingston, so make sure to give that thing a read. Now we're on to Chronon Source number 7. All we have left are 2 Chronon Sources. So the first one, you'll see this drone about to fly through a window. Run past that onto the deck and grab this Chronon Source, which is hanging out on the end. Now, right after this, there is going to be a really big fight. You're going to have to, fight off a lot of people. I think there's going to be a sniper up in this area and a machine gun to my right, but you will see the Chronon Source right up here. You can see Monarch Industries from here, right across the way. Just grab that, and you are absolutely done with Act 3. So that is it. 3 of 5 acts done. We only have 2 left, and you'll be getting yourself that sweet, sweet gamer score. See you back for Part 4, and make sure to like and subscribe to Achievement Hunter. Bye-bye.